Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're doing the Shrine of Secrets review for the 20th of July 2022. We've just had the big mid-chapter update which changed a whole bunch of stuff, and it kind of changed the shrine now. As you notice, the perk on the left is green and it has the tier number thing on it. Basically, because now the way it works is that for whatever prestige your survivor is, all their teachables get unlocked at a certain level for every other character. So because I have Blight, Pig, and Jonah, all at least prestige 1, I get all of their teachables at level 3 on every other character, if that makes sense. But because Laurie, I don't have prestige before the update, that's why hers is green, and it means I only have her teachables at level 1 across everyone. Does that make sense? Yeah, there's proper videos to explain it, but it won't really change it that much. But it now means that you can now buy said green or yellow perks if they appear in order to have them, that level for every other character. I probably didn't explain that very well, but basically that's how it works. There's text on the left, just read that. First of all, we have Dragon's Grip, which is a blight perk, and this one has, so when you damage a generator, if a survivor goes back and taps it within 30 seconds, the survivor will scream, they will have their location shown, and they'll become exposed for 60 seconds, and as a cooldown. So basically this means it's like a booby trap, basically. You break a gen, and then if they come back to it and get greedy, then they'll become exposed, and because they scream, you'll know which survivor it is, and you can go get down. So I think this one's okay. The point of this update was to kind of change up the meta a bit, so I don't know if people will start using this maybe a bit more instead of some of the other stuff. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's quite situational, but I do think it's good for stealth killers because they can come right back and they can make their presence unknown and then surprise attack them and down them. Again, killers with good mobility are good for this as well. I don't think it's terrible, to be honest. I don't really use it a whole lot. I'm not sure if I will, maybe, with this update. Because some of the better gen regress perks and gen slowdown perks kind of got butchered. So maybe this will be the time to use it more. But I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. Next up, we have Hangman's Trick, which is a pig perk. And this one has, so you get a notification when a survivor begins saboing a hook. And also, when you carry a survivor, you see the aura of any survivors who are standing within 6 meters of any hook. It's basically barbecue and chili that happens before you get the hook, because as you're carrying someone, you can look around, and if anyone's within 6 meters of any hook on the map, then they'll get their auras revealed, so you kind of see where someone is. To be honest, this one's kind of situational because sometimes I've only used this a few times, and sometimes it can get genuinely good value and be like, oh shit, there's someone like crouching on the edge of the map or something, or by a building. But I think mainly it's probably best to use barbecue and chili because that one's a bit more consistent and gives you at least guaranteed results. A lot of the time you use Hangmans, this doesn't get any value and you don't see any auras. So I think it's best to stick with barbecue. The notification of the sabo thing, I guess, well, even that, because, if you're saboing, if someone's saboing a hook, chances are it's obviously going to be next to you, and chances are you're going to just see them doing it. So I don't think the notification will matter much. So, yeah, use barbecue, I would say. Next up, we have Overcome, which is a Jonah perk. I feel like this one hasn't been out for a while. This one has, so when you get injured, the speed boost that you get from getting injured stays for an extra 2 seconds and then leaves you exhausted afterwards. And obviously you can't use it when you're exhausted. And yeah, I think this one's actually pretty okay. I use this one quite often because you get, so that's a total of like a 5-second speed boost after you get injured. That's pretty good. So that's basically, 9 times out of 10, that ends the chase right there because the distance is just crazy. As long as you don't run into any walls or anything. Yeah, I feel like this one's okay. I feel like this will be something that people use quite often now that Dead Hard is in the fucking ground. So expect to see this one maybe a bit more often. But I always use this a bit before the update, and I can say it's actually pretty alright. It's a pretty good exhaustion perk. Helps to just get you out of that chase. Helps to... What's the word? expand the distance. So I don't think it's that bad. I think it's pretty alright, actually. And finally, we have Soul Survivor, which is a lorry perk. This is one of the perks that got changed in the update, but not by too much. The same thing as before happens, where every time someone gets sacrificed or killed, you get a token, and then it means your auras can't be read by the killer. Pardon me. That your aura can't be read by the killer within a certain max range. But they also did it now so that when you're the last survivor alive, you gain a bonus action speed when repairing generators, and you get a bonus action speed while opening an exit gate or the hatch. I think because this update literally came out yesterday and the shrine comes out the day after, I think we'll just need a bit of time and like give people a chance to play around with this to see if that's any good. I will say, when you're the last survivor, you're probably just going to be looking for the hatch. I don't really know people who like repair generators anymore after you're the last survivor. I feel like everyone just unanimously goes to find hatch. I feel like people don't just stay on gens or open exit gates. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see. Also, it says you get a bonus speed when opening the hatch. So if you do use a key, then I guess that would be good for this. And I guess this works well with Left Behind, but that just depends if you want to do a whole build about being the last one left. Personally, I'd rather use perks that just keep my teammates alive and make sure we're all a team, not selfishly killing everyone else so I can get buffs to my one perk. But that's just me. We'll have to see what people think as time goes on and how people think about it and if it's worth running. I think it's a bit early to say right now because the update was literally yesterday, and PS5 had a server issue yesterday, so I actually have not played a match of the new update. So, which one should I think you buy? I would say Overcome's probably the best one because, like I said, Dead Hard is resting in pieces. So this will probably be what a lot of people go to because it's like probably the closest, I guess, to Dead Hard. Dragon's Grip. Maybe. Personally, again, like, it's early to say, really. So, I don't know, maybe if this interests you, or if you play Stealth Killer a lot, then, yeah, go for it. The other two I would not recommend. Soul Survivor, I know got changed, but, again, we'll have to kind of see in a few days what people's takes on it are. I still don't think it'll be, like, amazing or very good, but, you know what, a buff is a buff, so there you go. But guys, that'll do it from me. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see if I can maybe do some videos on the new update and some gameplay of new stuff. But yes, hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next one.